Rebuilt 2.5-story semi-detached in prime Frankel.
Regular plot, wide frontage and modern facade and well sought after location.
Situated on elevated ground with unblocked views.
In this episode, we have a surprise for you. So stay tuned to the end of this episode of Huttons Landed Division
Live Open House.
Welcome back. I'm Justin.
I'm Jack.
Today, this episode, we are going to showcase you a beautiful semi-D in this Frankel estate. And Jack, do you know there's a park here?
I didn't know.
Yeah, this park is so private and exclusive that probably only the residents would know. And this is the nearest park to the house. And in the evening time, the family will bring the kids over to this playground to play. And if for pets lover, they actually can bring their pets here over here to roam around. And actually for this location is very prestigious because it's a 2-story semi-D. So meaning saying that we only see semi-D and also detached houses. The density are lower.
Yes.
And also looking at the parking lots, car parks, parking space along the road is actually there's ample, even outside the house itself.
Yes. In terms of location, we are also very near to the Huttons shopping center and then also the Parkway Parade, I-12 Huttons, where you can get your daily necessities and groceries. Apart from that, we are also very near the old Airport Road Hawker Center, where you can get a lot of good food.
Exactly, and actually for food lover, there are plenty of options for you. Education is always a top priority consideration for many homeowners.
Yes. In terms of schools, we have within 1 kilometer, Taunan School, Nian School, CHIJ. And within 2 kilometers, we have the Head Girls School and Tanjong Katong Primary School.
Yeah, speaking about kids, actually, if they don't drive, they actually need to take MRT. There are actually 2 MRTs where they can walk to. One is the Kembangan, the Green Line. Another one will be the Thomson East Coast Line, Marine Terrace MRT.
Yes.
And it's so convenient that they actually can just walk, through the park connector.
Yes.
It's safer. And also for car driver, there are also, you can actually come in from Frankel Avenue or East Coast Avenue.
Yes, in terms of driving, to go to the city, you just need to go to the PIE and ECP very conveniently within 10 minutes
That's
drive.
right. Yeah, just a short walk, we already reached the house, the 2-story house, where me and Yan is going to show you the beautiful house.
Hi, I'm Yan. So Justin and I will be showing you the first floor of the house. So this is a freehold 2.5-story semi-detached, and we are located in the semi-detached zone of Frankel Estate. The owner rebuilt this house in 2008. It has a land size of over 4,000 square feet and a build-up of 4,008. An interesting fact to note is that while we are outside, you can see that the house has 2-story. But earlier on, I mentioned that it's 2.5-story. So the owner appreciates privacy a lot and has built the 3rd floor at the back of the house.
Yes, when you actually enter the house, the first thing that catches your eye is actually the pool on my left-hand side. This is actually more than 10 meter lap pool. We call this an entertainment pool because they use that to entertain the guests a lot. So they use this pool for pool party and all that. They invite the guests over. So because this is a lifestyle, that the owner wanted when they actually rebuilt the house. So the architecture itself, they want this to become a very unique identity of the house.
Yeah.
So that's why when you come inside, the first thing that you see is the pool on my left-hand side.
So it's like an iconic feature of the house.
Exactly. And where we are standing now is actually a car porch. You can see it's longer than the usual because it's actually more than a 7.5 meter setback. You can easily park 2 cars over here. And with that in mind, when the owner rebuilt the house, very thoughtfully, they actually built a shelter over here. Not a shelter that was covered all, but it's actually a glass shelter. so that they draw in light as well when we're standing at the car porch here as well.
Yeah, it makes the outdoor space feels a lot more spacious as well. You can see a bit of the sky and the breeze coming through. And also one thing to note is that the frontage of the house is wider than the usual. It's at 9.1 meters.
That's right. So it gives you a lot more presence, and also the wideness of the house itself when you actually drive inside this semi-D.
Yeah.
So for 4,000 semi-D, it's actually also bigger than the usual, the minimum semi-D that you can find. So that's why down by here, as I said earlier, there are a lot more semi-D or detached houses over here. And you can see the whole land is actually elevated. They give you a lot more presence, but also privacy as well. And to my left-hand side is actually a patio. Now, interestingly, patio is an outdoor patio, but it's covered again because they want to draw in lights. They host a lot. The guests can actually sitting down here, and they have this seamlessly connection with the guests over the pool as well.
Yeah, this whole sheltered area together with the car porch makes this whole outdoor space much more usable. And I've noted also there's also an outdoor shower, which the owner has deliberately built. Some houses you may have to run to the back of the house, after a swim. So this is very thoughtfully designed.
Exactly. So when we step here, there's actually a very nice and cozy holding area or foyer area before you go in. And on my right hand side, they actually built a very high shoes cabinet as well for you to put all your shoes or your lovely shoes. Now let me show you more of the house inside.
Come on in. So we'll come into the spaciousness of the living hall of the house. You can see that it's in a very squarish format. This allows for easy placement of the furniture, which is very rare for semi-detached as the living room is usually elongated. So in this case, you can see big pieces of furniture that are laid out in a U-shaped format, creating a very elegant and luxurious feel.
Mm-hmm. And you notice that actually the ceiling height is very high.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, because it's a rebuilt house, that's why they can achieve this kind of ceiling height. Not only that, you can see it's columnless.
Yeah.
Because all the pillars are actually tucked by the side. So this is actually purposely done, when this owner rebuilt the house, have that in mind. And also all fully ducted aircon, right?
Yes. So coming into the side of the house, we can actually see these beautiful collapsible sliding panel doors, which draws in a lot of natural light. And on a good day like today, a breezy day, we actually get wind coming through the side of the house, as well as front and back of the house. There's a very good cross ventilation. As the back of the house, there's no blockage at all.
Yeah, speaking about blockage, actually when you step inside, it's a single floorplat. There's no step inside the house, so it's something that is also very rare.
Yes.
So houses, sometimes you go inside, you have steps, it give you a bit more difficult to move around. So this one is a full single floorplat and with a big piece of marble flooring. And coming inside here, when you move to the center, this is where the center is. The centerpiece of the house is actually where the dining with a double volume ceiling height. And the brand new landed houses, nowadays the developer are trying to introduce this into a brand new houses with a double volume. And think about this owner, 10 years back when they rebuilt the house, they are forward looking, they already have that in mind and built a double volume within the dining area. And this dining area is so big that not only you can put an 8-seater, you can choose 10 or even 12-seater, right, Yen?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. It's
So
a great space to host for lunches, Sunday brunches, and get a seamless feel from the living room to the dining area.
I love that it's a demarcation of the zone, the living, the dining, but yet it's seamlessly connected.
Yes.
This is what I like about the house.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, speaking of that, probably we can share a little bit on the market trend since
Sure.
the Q3 numbers just came out, just timely, right? So we look at the chart. In semi-D in D15 here, especially for Sikap, it has already grown more than 20% since 2021,
Right.
which is very good numbers. And in terms of the PSF, it's always the highest outside Katong.
So in terms of volume, Siglap actually clocks the highest number of transactions, taking up to 40% of the market share.
Well, it shows that actually the semi-D and Sikap are sought after.
Yes.
We talk about a lot of things like about why getting a house here in Frankel. I think that's explained. Numbers never lie,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
So now back to the house again, where we are standing here. It's still the dining hall. Can you see? It's very, a lot of cross ventilation and all that. Then after that, towards here will be the dry kitchen.
Yep.
Yep. And before you step inside, actually this door, if you didn't notice that, it's enclosable. We can actually close the whole dry kitchen.
Oh.
Yeah, if you want. Sometimes you want to have some private conversation when you're backering and all that, backing and all that, you actually can enclose the dry kitchen.
Yeah. This is really, really functional.
Very thoughtful also as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can see that the dry kitchen is very big. You get a huge island countertop for gourmet home chef. This is a luxury. You get
A lot of countertop for backing and all that, right?
Yes.
So we love that. Actually, I tell you, not many houses that actually built in this manner, like especially only when you have the space. Yeah, so once again, the living, dining, then come to the dry kitchen are all squarish in the shape. Right? They come moving inside here, you also can see a lot of
cabinetries.
Yes.
Yes, get lots of storage space. And also what I really love is the see-through pantry cabinetry that's built in as well.
Not that you need it, I also notice that there's this aircon here. So in day to come, like sometimes you feel like you want to be air conditioned, you can, probably you have a master chef class here,
Yes.
probably. Yeah, it can be done because the island is really, really huge. I can tell you, you have to come and see for yourself, then you will know. Yep. And moving towards inside here is actually a storage, with a home shelter. Double up as a storage as well, so there are plenty of space for you to store your stuff. Because the owner is actually a food lover, so they actually buy a lot of stuff they can store here. And as you can see, also there are 2 fridges, 1 freezer, and also towards the back of Yen, there's also another fridge outside at the dry kitchen here as well.
So this is a place that you will never go hungry.
Exactly. Whenever you feel hungry, you come here, you can make something good out of here. Now walking towards the back is actually where the wet kitchen is. Let us show wet kitchen section here. Now this wet kitchen, you also have a table here, a dining table here. So that means sometimes you want to have a chill at the back here, just to feel the breeze. Now I can feel the breeze.
Yes.
Right? The trees are all swaying around. Yeah.
With a house like this, I guess I was telling Justin that, no one would need to go on a vacation anymore. It has a very resort feel to it.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. And we're speaking about the unblock, right? So maybe I can show the viewer how it is like. So this is actually, there's no house that stick to back of the house, no. And this is actually a canal that linked to my left hand side is actually towards the northern side. So where the Kembangan MRT will be, there are also some eateries. And also towards the south will be the east coast or even the marine terrace. That actually shows that how convenient the house is and also very accessible. You can come in from the front. Sometimes your kids want to go take MRT, they also can come in by the back as well. You don't have to go all the way to the front to get into the house. Yep. So this shows how convenient the house is. And actually speaking about this wet kitchen, right, the owner itself also making use of some of the yard to grow herbs, the plants and all that. And actually interestingly to show you some facts is that during the COVID time, they actually grow all it's very self-sufficient to grow the herbs and the plants here. Yeah. You don't have to get out.
Self-sustaining home.
Correct. You can do some organic plants and all that, yeah, to your own. So now head back to the dry kitchen now. Now I'm sure you have seen how the sections would be. Oh yeah, before we go, this is actually where the helper's room is. You can put 2 helpers, with a double bunk bed and all that. And towards this here is actually a common toilet. It's a full-fledged toilet. Now, once again, you can actually take a look how this seamless connections is from the wet kitchen to the dry kitchen again to the dining hall. Every time when I sit here or even like having a presentation, I always feel the breeze.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah.
It enlightened me a lot. And speaking of which, now you have already realized what squarish layout would be. Can you see there's a living, very squarish? The dining here, the dry kitchen, and also towards the back are all in squarish, regular layout. Yeah. And from here, we're going to show you the second floor. I'm going to pass on to my colleague Jack and Jacqueline.
Hi, this is Jacqueline. Together we will show you level 2.
As we climb up these steps, what you notice is it is specifically brown in color and it's made of hard hand-picked wood, which the owners have put in effort to pick it personally, and that brings character to this space.
Yes, as we walk towards this first bedroom, you can actually see a nice view of your family having the dinner or your children playing at the living room. Once we walk in this room, you'll notice that the owners have actually converted this room to a study, but you can always change it back to the bedroom, where you can easily fit a king size bed here and some wardrobe at this side, okay, and over here you can do some study area or a small playing area.
I really imagine this room to also be perfect for children. They could be playing with their games over here, and it's really a big, spacious room with a very long wall that you see currently that is the bookshelf. Imagine if you're an art piece collector. This space is perfect to display your paintings.
Further up is the balcony, where we have an unblocked view of this space where there is plenty of sunlight and wind coming in from this side. Also a shared balcony with this room, which I'm going to show you next. So this second bedroom is also very spacious, comes with a king size bed and also 2 side tables, and also can fit in a massage chair.
Ample wind is coming through, good cross ventilation and natural sunlight.
Not to forget, there's always a walk-in wardrobe from over this side where you enter. Okay, as you can see, it's quite spacious. You can put a lot of things or clothes and even luggages. And over here, it links to the bathroom directly, where there's a rain shower and very nice fittings for you to do your daily stuff.
One unique feature about level 2 for this house is that it's got 4 bedrooms. So having 4 bedrooms, 2 on one side that we've just shown you, and the other 2 on this side. The first bedroom here is currently used as a gym by the current owners. Regular in shape as well, it gives you a lot of possibilities that you can use this room and convert it to anything that you seem fitted. For example, you could convert it to another bedroom. And coming attached to this bedroom is a small storage space which can be used either converted to a toilet or to a wardrobe as well.
Welcome to the 4th bedroom. This room is also very big. As you can see, it can fit a king size bed easily with 2 side tables, and also it comes with a walk-in wardrobe.
I love this walk-in wardrobe. It has 2 sides to it and it's really ample in size. Conveniently, it links you up to where you could take a nice shower, and it's fitted with good quality fittings.
Let us show you next, the best part of this house is the 3rd floor, which is the master bedroom as well.
We are now on level 3, and this is where we like to tell you how interesting this space is, because it is 936 square feet and it houses the master bedroom. Stepping into the master bedroom, what immediately greets me is the high ceiling and the well ventilation of space, at the same time natural light coming in. This is a king size bed, but that's not to stop you from storing anything else that is precious to you.
And not to forget, this is a super big walk-in wardrobe where you can store all your clothes in one space, as big as a room itself. And over here, let me show you this another secret space where you can put all your storage over here when you're not using them.
Having seen how generous the sleeping area is and the walk-in wardrobe, let me show you the other exciting part of this room, which is the sanctuary. I call it the sanctuary because here is really idyllic, and here is where you can spend time perhaps doing yoga in the morning or sitting down on the couch to read a book. Greeting me on this side is the master bathroom. Immediately as you step in, the statement bathtub greets me, an ample and long standing shower. We also have his and her basin. Not to mention, it's all equipped with good fittings.
Let us show you now the roof terrace, which is super big and also very spacious for you to put your outdoor barbecue over this space. And at the same time, you also enjoy the view of the city, which is totally unblocked and very windy as well.
Wow, this is really lovely.
Yes.
So breezy.
Yeah.
So we have shown you level 3 and we'll now bring you down back to Justin and Yen, who are going to show you the rest of the house.
Now that you have seen the level 1, functional level 2, and also big master bedroom in level 3, remember the surprise that I gave you in suspense earlier that we never showcased in our last episode live open house is to meet the seller. Hi Andrew, how are you?
Hi Justin, great. Hi Jan. Hi,
Good to
great
see you today. Yeah. So I have one question for you. Which part of the house is your most favorite?
So, you know, you've just been walking around the house. There's so many parts of the house that I think are lovely and very special to me that we've designed. But the thing that's really, really the most important is the feel, the vibe of the house. Now, I know it sounds a little bit corny, but we've just had such a lovely lifestyle here. That it's a happy place. There's a lot of airflow coming through. It's very breezy.
Yes.
We never need to use the downstairs aircon, and when we have it there, we get into trouble from the contractor all the time. He says, you must turn the aircon on regularly, otherwise it will spoil. But yeah, okay. But it's just so breezy. I think some of part of it, the water of the pool, when the air comes over, it's cooling, and there's a lot of vents in the ceiling for the hot air to escape. So it's a really nice feeling just to sit here. Yeah, lovely in the afternoon, have a beer just by the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Also, too, the back of the house, we have the park connector, and it's really, really nice. We have the canal, and the canal's lovely. It the water gets refreshed there about twice a day with the tides coming in. So it's all fresh water. It doesn't smell. It's lovely. You have the people. We've got a little bit of best of both worlds because the people walking on the path are on the other side of the canal, so we get to see the world go by, but they're not intruding into the back of our house. So it's a lovely feeling. It's really nice. We've got no house on either end, so it's just a full open place and a lovely airflow is good. So that's the most important thing. And the vibe is so good that our friends always want to come over. We've become the party house, right? And we've got a lovely, great big kitchen. I think you obviously have just been showing the audience. And my wife's a great cook. And the downside of that is that we never get invited to our friends' house anymore. They self-invite want to come over here all the time. But that's okay. We've got plenty of room. They can come over and we have a great time. I mean, I'm joking, of course. But they do come over and we have a lot of friends come over for meals and it's great. So I think it's the vibe that's... it's a lovely house. It physically, but the vibe...
Yes, to come here and experience in person.
Yes, it really is. Nice.
This is definitely a lifestyle house, isn't it? I was telling Justin just now that if you have a house like this, one would never have to go on a vacation.
No, I mean, it is like you're living the dream. It's a little piece of paradise. You're quite right, Jan. I very rarely go out. I've become a bit of a homebody now. I've got everything I need, and it really is a lifestyle house. You've got the right term there. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Andrew, for your
Justin.
Sharing. It's really appreciated. And thank you so much. And we are now joining the rest of the team.
Yep.
If you are a person who likes the outdoors, ample natural light, this well-ventilated home is for you.
It's near to good schools and amenities is always a priority in choosing a landed home.
If you're looking for a house for your growing family with dynamic lifestyle and has no time for rebuild or A&A, this is the perfect house for you.
Yes, and when we follow our clients, we're not only looking at the immediate needs and also to the future needs. And in this location, you can actually stay here for many, many years. But in times to come, if you want to do some enhancement to the house, it can be done. Probably like building more bedrooms or even make it more ensuite bedrooms. Or even instead of lift, become a future-proof house. Right? So we have a renovation plan ready. Just contact any one of us for that information. Now I'm Justin.
I'm Yan.
I'm Jack.
I'm Jacqueline.
And see you in our next
Live Open House.